Hey, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, and I'm back with another match with Cody. This is once again an unrestricted battle. Now, this time guys, I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and pick 5 Pokemon and be, 6 Pokemon. Last time I only picked 5. So I have a full party right now, I'm fully prepared, and this time guys, you will be able to see the Pokemon that I left out last time. So yesterday when I had my Pokemon battle with Cody, I left out Kangaskhan, so I was challenged to a rematch, and I am back for another rematch. He brings out Rotom, which is an awesome Pokemon. Overall, I'm going to start off with Substitute. I avoided it, perfect. I go into the Substitute. Now currently guys, me specifically, on my Kangaskhan, I am using Red Card. So my Substitute fades. Focus Punch! And Focus Punch does a massive amount of damage. So like my opponent's HP is already low, next thing all I gotta do is go ahead and use Sucker Punch. So that's what my kind of combo starter usually is for Kangaskhan with Red Card. I personally like using Red Card just for me personally, just because it's a really good it's a good item. Because look, at this point, it forces my opponent out. Right now, his Rotom has a low HP. He's not going to be a sacrificial death. Now he doesn't know what Pokemon is going to be coming out. It being a Infernape. Infernape has no status type moves. It's going to attack. And because I know Infernape is going to attack and is most likely going to use close combat, I'm going to get a free hit on Infernape right now by going ahead and using Sucker Punch. Even before I die, I'm going to get that hit. Do some damage. It's not going to be a lot, but still more than Infernape was going to be. Oh, it's Storm Edge. I don't think I've ever seen an Infernape with Storm Edge. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Didn't really want to talk. Alright, next up, let's see. Who are we going to bring out next? Okay, a boy right here. Alright, there we go. Infernape takes a decent amount of damage. I'm going to go ahead and use Match Punch again. So Infernape is about to be taken out unless he switches out of battle. Which he does, which is a smart move to do. So now I gotta deal with Venusaur again with that Sleep Powder. Now before I actually go ahead and switch out, I'm gonna go ahead and use Protect once. Just to mess with my opponent, just so that he gets it in his head that he can't always just go ahead and use Sleep Powder and think he's gonna set up on me. Just mess with my opponent a little bit and see what he does about that. Overall, I was going to switch out, but I truthfully don't want to switch out. I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay keep on using Mach Punch, if I'm saying that name correctly. And if this Pokemon ends up dying, I'll be okay with it, guys. Just personally, I would be. I prefer have him die and switch into another Pokemon than stay into the match. Switch into another Pokemon and a perfect person let that other Pokemon get killed. I'm getting a little distracted right now, people. People are calling my phone. So, sorry about that. So he's gonna probably start using that good old Giga Drain. And I'm personally gonna just let him recover the HP. I really don't want to switch into another Pokemon and let another Pokemon get hurt or get put to sleep. So next up, we're gonna switch into my dude Absol. Now, absolutely at all is Venusaur weak to fighting type moves. I mean, dark type moves, but I still would prefer to just do some damage, just for fun, guys. You know I play Pokemon XY for fun. And as Sucker Punch does do a fairly decent amount of damage, being 80. Well, I'm not gonna use Sucker Punch because he's gonna actually use Poison Gas, so I'll be pretty stupid. So I'll just go ahead and use Night Flash. There we go. So did a fairly decent amount of damage. My ability while a Mega is Magical Bounce, so that I was able to avoid all of the Sleep Powder, so perfectly fine. So I wanted to use Sucker Punch, but I knew he was going to use Sleep Powder, so I was like, okay, might as well just use Night Slash. I'm not going to use Super Power because Super Power was going to be doing half the amount of damage because Venusaur is resistant against fighting type attacks, so the best thing I could have used in that situation to guarantee I would have got hit was Night Slash and not use Sucker Punch, because if I would use Sucker Punch, he would have just used, it would have just missed, and then the Magical Bounce was not going to affect him much because he's not affected by, his own Sleep Out. So Tyranitar comes out. Now Tyranitar you might think I would be scared of because Tyranitar got a decent amount of physical type attacks, but I'm not because I have Superpower. A Superpowered while Mega right now should do a decent amount of damage on Tyranitar. As you guys just saw, a decent amount of damage right there. Know what I think that would be cool to implement in the next Pokemon X and Y? I would like to see a type of match where you're allowed to have as many Mega evolutions as you like. I would like to have a party full of just Megas. That'd be kind of cool. Just for fun. So we got Gliscor on the field. Now Gliscor is an awesome Pokemon, guys. Poison Heal Gliscor is one of the best Pokemons I've seen. If somebody could get it, yeah, it's definitely a good Pokemon against certain types. Now, in a situation like this, guys, Gliscor is going to attack, so I'm just going to go ahead and use Sucker Punch right here to get some free damage. It's not going to do anything big right here, but it's going to be stab damage, so it's going to be enough. He's going to go ahead and use U-Turn, which is going to do a massive amount of damage on me because I am a Dark type, and Dark types are weak against Bug type attacks, which kind of is weird. I don't know, because, I don't know. I'm just saying by talking about it, it seems weird, but it doesn't really matter to me one bit. Dark types need to be weak against something, don't they? Now Gengar finally comes out, which I'm pretty sure he's excited. Like, yeah, I got rid of the Dark type Pokemon. Finally, my Gengar can hit the field. Not really, because Gengar is not going to be able to do as much as he thinks he's going to do before he dies. Because next up, I bring out my Dusknoir. My Dusknoir does definitely have a good, decent amount of defense, both physical and special. And I have the ability to use Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak is one of the best. Well, I personally think it is the best Ghost type, physical type attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it right now on my boy Gengar. Now Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, so sorry Gengar, I have to do this to you. So Gengar takes it. I wish he had a shiny Gengar. I'm going to be able to survive the sick of champ. I only went down half my HP. Now the reason, ladies and gentlemen, that I was able to survive that with so much HP, even though I beat a ghost type, and even though that's a Mega Gengar, I am wearing Assault Vest. While you're wearing an Assault Vest on a Pokemon, you're able to get 50% more special attack, special defense, and regular defense. Not special attack, sorry about that. But at the risk of you can't use anything other than a physical type attack and move. So I couldn't use something like Sleep Powder, Dream Eater, anything like that I couldn't use, but I can use physical type attacks. Now, if you have a Pokemon that has something like Charge Beam that's able to charge himself up and power up that way, that'll work out pretty cool. Next up, let's go ahead against Gliscor again. We're going to go ahead and use Shadow Sneak. Just to get some damage in. Even if it goes ahead and attacks me, it'll be fine. Wow, that was quite lucky. He went ahead and got the perfect, perfect frozen. I think it's a 10% chance of you getting frozen. So it was actually quite decent that he was able to do it. Now remember guys, if you guys want to help improve the video quality of my video, please go ahead and click on that donation button. So what I'm going to do right here guys, I'm not going to worry about him powering up. I'm just going to let him do it just to make the match a little bit more fun. And I'm going to go ahead and keep trying to use Shadow Sneak. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting me to get up right there, because I'm 100% sure. Oh my god, I was not expecting. I was so sure that he was going to use Sword Dance again to try to power up a few more times before I throw it out. That's some good timing, bro. I was so sure you wouldn't do that. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be pretty happy right now. He sees the Dragonite comes out. He has Sword Dance right now once, and he has Ice Fang. He's like, okay, I got this, bro. But unfortunately for him, I know that he's a ground type Pokemon, and I have Aqua Jet, which is a rare move to have on the Dragonite and keep. But it's gonna do priority, and it's gonna be super effective. So super effective water type move that has priority on a Gliscor is gonna be dangerous against it. Next up, my opponent brings out Rotom. Now, Rotom is a dangerous Pokemon to fight, even though this is an Aqua Rotom, and I want to make sure I hit first because this version of Rotom almost always runs Thunder. I don't want to be hit by the Thunder, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and use Extreme Speed. By using Extreme Speed, I'm going to outspeed the Pokemon and have a chance to actually damage it. Now, I could use Protect first to see what he's trying to set up, but just in case of anything, I'm just going to use Extreme Speed and get it over with right away. And that's the whole plan of this team, guys. This team has all priority type attacks. I mean, I could have added somebody else like Scizor in with Bullet Punch, but as so many Charizards and so many fire type Pokemons are run, I just didn't want to run into a situation where I ran into a Charizard with a Scizor and just get screwed over. So next up, we're right here with a Fernape. Fernape is a fire type, so we're just going to go ahead and use Aqua Jet. Does a decent amount of priority, and once again, a move that many people, even on Smogon, do not recommend on the Dragonite. I personally love using Aqua Jet on Dragonite. Massive amount of damage, and it has priority, and he's my user to actually take care of some fire-type Pokemon. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. I'll be back with more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles every single day. Till then, peace out.